Hey everybody, it's Drake. El Guapo. Get ready for another great adventure. Today I want to circle back to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and go to a really wonderful place that's called the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. It's very, very close to Old Town Albuquerque, and you can watch some of my videos on Old Town Albuquerque, Chaco Hotel, Sawmill, some very nice places to see. Let's go and check this out. Let's go. The Indian Pueblo Cultural Center has great parking. They have a security guard that was driving around making sure that all the cars were safe. They are a museum, a gift shop, amazing gift shop, a restaurant serving authentic food, and it's a place for everyone and absorb culture. And that's what I really like about it.
The windows all glary.
Oh, that's a little affordable. A short time later.
I'm starving. I need tacos.
The restaurant food is great. You can tell that they're putting a lot of care into the production, keeping everything authentic. The flavors and the tastes are there. It's not extremely expensive. It's nice that if you're traveling in the Southwest, to go out and try to find a place that's going to sell authentic Navajo fry bread might be a little bit difficult to find some place that has that on the menu. So it is really cool to have this available.
I need coffee now. Yummy.
Winner. You know, even if you're in Albuquerque for a day, you might want to go and check it out. I don't really say this on a lot of videos, especially as far as for cooking in restaurants. I cook a lot. I love cooking. If you are ever in a bind, go into your pantry. You probably have a cup of flour, one, baking powder, you know, that little jar that stayed in the spice cabinet that no one ever touches? Do you have water? Yes. A bowl, some oil, and hands. Some people use this recipe with milk. You can do it with water. Super, super easy. If you have kids, get your kids involved. It's like playing with Play-Doh. Essentially, add water to flour, throw in the baking powder. Yeah, you throw in some salt too. And then fry it in a frying pan on your stove. This makes a great dessert. So out here, we would put powdered sugar on this, or just even regular sugar, some cinnamon. You might want to try some clove, a little nutmeg, maple syrup, corn syrup, Aunt Jemima's. You know, just wrap that on and have a little dessert. So easy to make. Kids love it. But the other thing is that we use it as a bread, which it is. But we use it also as for tacos. Super simple, super easy. Instead of doing the powdered sugar, instead of doing the syrups and stuff, all you do is fry the bread, and then if you have like a chili, something that's wet, a little wet, because these are dry. They're not dry. You'll see if you try this. Yeah, some chili, beans, you know, however you were going to make, like, let's say a sloppy Joe, or we'll call them tacos. Just some ground beef, you know, instead of putting it into a burrito, you throw it on top of this, sour cream, cheese, and it makes a really great dinner, as you can see from what I was eating there.
Please try the fried bread recipe. A little bit more detail at the end of this video. Fish tacos.
This bread developed from the long walk. And if you don't know what the long walk is, unfortunately in American history, was that there were people who were moved and they were made to go on these marches. And when they got to their end destination, the US government was so nice that they gave them flour and baking powder. And this bread came out of that as to being fry bread.
My great-grandmother that made that, she participated in the long walk as well. So she said she was only about like 13 or 14 years old when the time that they invaded their Hogan.
And what is the long walk again?
The long walk that took place like many years ago, and they walked all the way to Fort Sumner, where they were captive and as prisoners there, and they killed many Native Americans like us. So that's the long walk is part of our history.
In the 1860s, more than 10,000 Navajos and Mescalero Apaches were forcibly marched to a desolate reservation in eastern New Mexico called Fort Sumner. Nearly 1/3 of those interned there died of disease, exposure, and hunger, held captive by the U.S. Army.
Guys, if you want to know more about the Long Walk or Trail of Tears, please go and research it. It's a part of history that really isn't taught in America that much. And I think that's unfortunate. Let's go on to something a little bit happier. Another great part to the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center has got to be their gift shop. That's absolutely amazing.
Is it okay to film here?
There's a lot of edifice.
Is it okay to film?
Just no people, I guess.
Yeah. I also like that everything in the gift shop is authentic.
word. Bonita. Getting a little pricey. Ooh, that's pretty. No mummies.
The Cultural Center, being a museum, also has art. They have sculptures, and a lot of times they will have dancing, and dance troops from Pueblos will come down and gather together and have these performances that are absolutely wonderful.
Baby butterflies. I could have ate outside.
They also have a small garden opposite side of the restaurant and building where they are growing native plants that can be sustained. And I believe that they try to use some of these as a farm to table inside the restaurant as well.
The fry bread recipe is very easy. You can follow my directions, and there's also other videos that you can pull up as well. There are different variations to the fry bread. I'm giving you a very simple, easy one. For every cup of flour, you're going to use a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt. Mix together those dry ingredients. Add about a cup and a half of warm water. The warmer, the better, but as much as you can handle. It doesn't have to be boiling. You will then mix the flour around until you have a dough ball. You are building up gluten strands so that it's not a cracker. And you can knead this dough ball, then let it rest for about 15-20 minutes. Once it's rested, break off smaller balls from that big dough ball, and you'll knead them. Just to have a floured surface, knead the dough balls back and forth. And then you will create round discs that are going to look like frisbees. You do not have to be perfect on this. You can use a rolling pin. A lot of people don't. They just use their hands. But either way is fine. And it doesn't matter if there are holes in it, if it's thin or if it's thick. Just try to get it around the size of the frying pan. Fill the frying pan with oil. Get the oil up to about 350, 375, 400. Some people let it to where it's smoking. And then what you'll do is lay the pieces in the oil about 15, 20 seconds. They get about golden brown. And then you'll flip them over, drain, and you're done. So again, this can be used as a dessert, an easy dessert, or it can be used for dinner. And a lot of variations. You could have chopped steak in that. You could have fajita meat. Really nothing is stopping you. Going into Indians and curries and chickens, breakfast burritos with eggs. It adds this crunchiness to it, and I really love for you to try it. Super, super simple, super easy. And again, if you have kids, have the kids do it and help you as well. Get other people into cooking. That's one of the nice things. It kind of joins us all together. If you enjoy this channel, please remember to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you're informed about every time that we post a new video. We'd love to see you and have a wonderful day. Thanks for your support.